The demise of me. Alright, so I finally get unlazy this week, right? The rear seal rear brakes weren't working where I wanted them to. I got that all fixed. Front end work. Did a lot of adjusting on the front end and try to get it dialed in best I can with her bent. Got all that done. Found a leaking shock on the left side. Figured that was attributing to part of how hard it was rocking and whatnot. Got one of those. Took the new one I had on the right side, threw it on the left, put the new one on the right side. We're about ready to go, man. Full tank of gas. I get this sweet carburetor. Remanufactured, and I don't know what year, but it hasn't been put in the car. Strap it on there. Sweet. Fire this pig up. Well, I'll show you. That may have been it. That may have been it. Whatever. Definitely passenger side. I could hear it in the exhaust. Knocking. Not looking good. I got one back that needs head gaskets, but I don't have a 2-barrel intake for it or a 4-barrel intake for it. So, I guess. We'll back to the next one when we get her running again. Oh, he's got it rolling on his own. Nice. Keep going. All right. Red water's gonna get drained out of it, so you can either pop that lower radiator hose, or that would probably just be easiest. It's easy to get to. I'm so mad. All right, got the motor yanked yesterday. Should have been racing. Got another one here. Pull the heads off. Check it out. I know it needs head gaskets. That's what I was told. Let's see about if it's any good, worthy or not. Get it pulled apart here. All right, we had the time lapse sequence of ripping everything apart. I'm going to do the time lapse again, putting everything together. But The head's all cleaned off pretty good. Better than I've done in the past. So all that should be good. Heads, everything looked fine. So, yeah. I'm gonna have Ethan put some thread tape on the bolts because that's all I got. I don't have a liquid sealer, so should be fine with that. And yeah, we'll get going to the time lapse here after I show him what he's got to do. I can edit some stuff, you know.
Yeah, we're on.
Not completely helpful. Not that good at editing, I'm not saying that, but
I know.
still doing the cheap stuff the cheap way. Best that I
Ooh.
can, you know? Well, this one looks so much better than you. Oh. And then they go and say that. I imagine these gaskets been sitting for quite a few years.
Demonetized.
This one is not as bad as the last one. I said sitting. What are you talking about?
Yep, totally.
Huh?
Yeah, we did.
I said this gas has been sitting.
Yeah, I know. But
Okay.
before that, you said
What?
nothing.
The S word?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Eventually, we'll get like 1,000 views.
Need 1,000 subscribers so I can start just shooting live. But I mean, I don't know for who. Maybe the 1,000 subscribers. But that's fine.
I have 20 subscribers. Only like 1 or 3 people watch.
I just but that's what I'm saying.
I have 3
I just
subscribers.
wanted 1,000 subscribers so we can go live and do stuff. And
I have
maybe something that we're doing, somebody will think, hey, that's cool, and a lot of people think that's cool. But
I have 22
And for now-
subscribers and 3 watch my videos. The rest are school computers.
How much subscribers is
Probably almost
More
a
than us.
million.
you know, all the stuff that Abel does, it's cool stuff.
You should see him at the track the other night.
I'm sure.
I don't know if you were racing or not, but he was like doing this to the car.
Yeah, he was cheering on the cars like, go, go, go!
We try to be gentle with this when you do it. But it's easier said than done most of the time. Come on.
Come on, come on.
Oh, maybe that's just that far off. There we go. All right.
So if you race comp,
It's ready.
soccer starter, could you could it be a rear wheel drive and still be a V6? Or does it have to be a V6?
Doesn't have to be front wheel. Hey, when me and the guys changed the one tire we changed in 3 years for a heat race for some reason, right behind them with them. So I've never seen it happen except for that one night with us 3 guys doing it. So everybody can talk whatever they want, but that's a fact. It wasn't pointless. It felt good to finally do something like that and flex. To flex us a little more than just old bones behind the wheel kick, but they can't deny that the guy could wheel, so you hate him, but that didn't change a thing. Raised the bar to 4 on everybody, but we didn't, and I don't know why we didn't.
Did he sell his car?
That car, pretty sure it was an old Zobel chassis car. You can run with old stuff. Just with new stuff, there's more technology built into the cars.
Dad,
it's more design on the chassis to flex, where you would like a chassis to flex, but still be safe. I think it's an 85 Caprice. Nothing special.
I'm gonna have to look that up next time I'm on my phone.
Amazon Marketplace.
The car got hurt in a bad way. For what I paid for the car, all the good parts that were still on it that you could take off and put on another car was well worth what I paid for it. But I have no desire in messing up my Oldsmobile yet
Oh, how you say yet.
to do anything. So, well, it's a magnificent piece, I would say. I'm looking to go another route with it. I'd like it to be my tow vehicle for the track. So,
You're gonna have to put a hitch on the thing.
huh?
You're gonna have to put a hitch on it.
I know. Well, if I can do what I want to do, it would be a legit tow vehicle just with the Oldsmobile body on top. If it frustrates me anymore, I'd look. I've been running this whole time without doing anything to it. I've been trying to drive it and see what it's doing. Just, you know, punch it off the corner good. I was able to get in the corner good a couple of times. And then it just kind of all went away, and I figured out what that was. My brakes, which was the only thing I actually looked at for sure on the car to make sure that they were good to go and adjusted up tight the way they need to be. And so that's what we got out of it. Well, it took the time. Took the time to do a little more adjusting and get things in order, close as I can get it with it the way that it is. And then we hear Rod knock getting ready to load her on the trailer Friday night. So. Might catch some hate for that, might not. I don't care. Lay it on me, comment all you want. I don't care if it's negative. We're still gonna do this thing. So it doesn't say in the torque specs that you need to do halfway and then tighten all the way, but I like to, so. So we just romp her down the 40 out the gate. I know I should probably have oiled the threads on these and whatnot, but it'll be fine. And the sequence for this is just like most things. Start from the middle, work your way out in a circle motion. I think he'll be alright. I'll know when I get her to 240 and she decides to spit in the cylinder that I made the wrong choice.
So before the car overheats, it reaches 260.
No, 260 is way past overheating.
That's how you
If
blow
you're
the
getting up to
motor.
230 and it's still climbing, you need to shut her down. If you're not leading the feature or going for the lead for the feature, at that point it becomes on how much you want to spend to fix your stuff, or stay out there, you know, stay out there, keep going and risk some stuff, or just get it off the track and save what you got for next week. like when that red got thrown and I was in a good position there that night and everything seemed like it was going just good enough that I could have made something of that.
And then your car decided.
Well, no, I realized that when we went to line up that I had slung the power steering belt, and knowing that that's got slung, that it took out the water pump belt too. So that's why it was.
And then it just started pouring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it was spitting out over there. But I realized that, and then I looked down and seen what the temp was at. And luckily that there was still enough water in the car that the temp gauge was reading 240 or so. Because another minute later, there might not have been anything in there, and the gauge might have dropped back down to 150 or 180 or something.
And then the engine would have blown.
Because there wasn't any coolant on the actual thing, because it boiled it all out. You know what I'm saying? So if it would have been 150, I'd have known something was up, and I still would have pulled off the track. But if it would have been reading 200 or 190, I probably would have made a go for it. But since between that and feeling that power steering was off, I was like, oops. Let's get out of here. Alright, the book calls for 65. I'm gonna run her a little deeper.
Oh man. Dad,
What?
have we checked if this leaf blower works?
No, but I gotta see if that chainsaw works, because I got to finish cutting that stump out.
What chainsaw? Your electric one?
No, I fried that one yesterday. Didn't like me putting a 16-inch bar on it, I guess.
I smelled something when I went past on my bike.
Yeah, that was that.
I thought you were working with something gas powered because I forgot that you went home. And then I saw something that you were using the electric one. And I was just thinking.
Yeah, I smelt it. But I thought it'd be alright, because I quit being as hard on it. But no, should have just stopped and let it take a little bit better of a breather in the middle of all that. So, oops. It's electric chainsaw, bro. Get what you get. Always store your torque wrenches at 0. Still better than a 20-year-old old one. It's got a big arrow on it, and you pull on it, and then you just pull it till the arrow gets to the foot-pounds that you want. And, yeah, first wasn't paying enough.
A third one, Levi?
Dude, don't let that kid have another one of those.
You need to put a lock on the freezer, and this is why. Huh?
Well, here's the problem, is that you guys could pitch in a little bit more when you know that mom's in there busy doing something that's got all of her attention. I'm out here doing this, so I can't watch him in there. Thought he'd stay out here with me, though. I feel abandoned, bro.
Oh.
Levi.
Just like the rest of them, only when I'm doing cool stuff.
Can't forget about interesting too.
And guys, really, like I said, I don't care if I get the hate or not, but this is what it is. I'm gonna clean this up, vacuum up this valley and stuff a little bit here before we get it all put back together. But only
the other
really
room.
looking to get about 5,100, 5,200 out of her. I mean, if it'll grow more, sweet, but I'll have to do a tire change if that's the case. But I don't think she's gonna do it like that. I know it definitely wouldn't have a 2-barrel on it.
Dad,
But I'm sure it's all kind of laughter, looking like I can't really get the 4-barrel, so. Yeah. What?
can you fuel inject on a spectator car?
Yeah, you can run fuel injected fuel if it's,
I don't
yeah,
wanna go
that's what the car,
all the way.
yeah. All the Crown Vics are fuel injected out there. They're running good, that's for sure. I mean, if I could afford to go wreck a full-size newer Chevy with
Can I have the rest of this?
LS in it, I'd be all over it. But
Don't they not allow LSs?
Dad,
you can run it in spectator car with stock.
can I have the rest of this? You said-
Sure, Cal. Oh yeah? Bat.
So what's the fastest spectator car you see?
On any given racing night? I mean, what are you looking for?
Like-
A top speed out of one?
Like, yeah, like the highest speed. Or time.
53 maybe? At the end of the straightaway before you gotta hit the brakes and slow down for the corner? Would be my guess. I'm not certain.
In my racing game on my phone, I always forget to slow down on the corners. And as soon as I'm about to hit the wall, I hit the brake and then I spin out.
Interesting.
Or roll.
Down. Down!
Well, I guess I'm gonna use the starter that was on the other one here because this one looks. Spaghetti.
Which one's
Spaghetti.
which one's the starter?
Huh?
Which one's the starter?
What's the starter? This is the starter.
The what?
This, the starter
Oh.
spins this flywheel to start the engine.
I'm going to stop, okay?
Stop.
You haven't even started going up.
Can I go up again?
All right, shut it off.